So decarbonization is a big challenge, and because shipping's ecosystem is complex, it involves lots of players and stakeholders. The value chain can't decarbonize if individual pieces of that chain does not decarbonize. So it's important for the entire ecosystem to play along. And if we think of an individual company, sure, one individual company may have the resources and move fast to decarbonize, and that individual company can decarbonize itself, but it doesn't really move the needle on decarbonizing the industry. And so there, it's really, they've got the agility, but not the scale. I think governments, on the other hand, have the scale. They can effect change through policy interventions, through regulations. But regulatory agencies are slower to move because they have to be very deliberate about the kinds of interventions that they're introducing to the system. So there's scale, but not necessarily agility. And we think GCMD and other organizations like GCMD sit between these two levels. We are at a sweet spot where by working with the partners within our ecosystem, by bringing all the stakeholders together so we can work on pilots and trials, we have the scale, but we also have the nimbleness and the agility to hopefully move fast. And in doing so, we can help accelerate the decarbonization efforts of the sector. In thinking about decarbonization, the oil and gas infrastructure took more than a century to build. Here we are looking at an energy transition in the next few decades. We have an image of what the endpoint looks like, but the pathway to that endpoint isn't clear. And so as a leader that's working in this area, we need to be bold and courageous, and we need to take calculated risks.